first reason.
I have recognized an honorable member.
Thank you, Chair. I think the question was not answered about whether did you meet Honorable Masemola, General Masemola,
Oh, yes.
Khumalo, and Mkhwanazi. Not whether when it was formed, the president met them. That was not the question. The question was, did you meet General Masemola before we go to issuing of a letter? I think there, we didn't get the answer there.
Now, I'll accept that and then respond by saying the meeting on the 1st of November, where I made remarks or statements of a policy nature. I don't know whether that has since been supplied to all of you. Those minutes, you will see who was there. And you will see which, the minutes of 1 November 2024. Yeah, the distribution may not have taken place, but it's
Minister, sorry, if just to refer the Honourable Chair and Honourable Members to the relevant volume, it's Exhibit Bundle 4, and it's at pages 163 to 177.
So could I go ahead? It was a meeting that was called to discuss the organizational structure. Now, I made remarks on page 3 of 15. The people who were present was Minister of Police, and I welcome Deputy Ministers, National Commissioner, General Masemola, and all other people who are present. Now, it doesn't say who else was present, but maybe if we get information, my understanding is that we were with provincial commissioners as well, not just General Mkhwanazi alone. So I make remarks there. The minister further indicated there was even labor there.
Which page you reading from?
I read from page 3 of 15. The minister further indicated that there must be reconsideration and review of certain capabilities, such as political killings task team, which are primarily about addressing serious crimes. He stated that SAPS should guard against creating structures, units based on specific category, while these duplicate the existing capabilities, e.g. taxi killings, political killing, all being about murders. This is what I said in the presence of management. Now, further down in the same page, you will see what General Masemola said. General Masemola indicated that the matter of the provincial commissioners was resolved some time ago, which was under discussion. He goes on and talk about, so he further stated that in terms of the inspectorate, in principle, management agreed that there's a need to do away with it. That's the first unit that we dissolved. And it's not and this is a unit. It was not even the task team. It's a unit in the organogram. However, there are difficulties with doing away with the unit right away. We acknowledge and accepted that. He gave example of affordability and so on. He further explained that a political killing capability that is in place was in a form of a task team and not a fixed unit established. So these were elaborate statements that were made in that meeting of a policy nature, and they were present. That's my response. But there is another meeting that we held, I think it was on the 22nd. It's just that we couldn't find minutes. It is called policy statements that I made together with the National Commissioner. He made in one of these meetings. Yeah, the minister directed that the presentation should have a narrative in relation to the, so I'm making reference to that to respond to the question. But I never met the three of them to say, General Masemola, General Mkhwanazi, General Khumalo, come, let's have a discussion. But let me then go to the reasons so that you will see that there were ongoing discussions on various aspects, and there are certain things that precipitated the decision to disband.
Before you proceed, Minister, are you satisfied, Honorable Member? Honorable Ngola?
No, thanks, Chair. Just to check that the minutes the witness is referring to is bundle 4, page 164. And if the witness has actually noticed that the minutes are not signed. Just that, Chair. Thank you.
The minutes for which meeting?
The 1st of November, 2024.
From which he just read now.
Yes.
Yeah, but the question was whether there was a meeting with the three, and the answer is no.
Yes, Chair, I understand that part, but I'm saying if the minister noticed that they are not signed, so it actually touches on the authenticity and the credibility of the minutes. I was just raising that, Chair. It's fine.
Now, when you allocate the resources, where do you put that figure, those figures? When you say to the nation, I have the National Political Killings Task Team that is dealing with all these matters in these categories throughout the country that I'm talking, are you speaking the truth? You're a liar. You're a liar to the nation. No matter how eloquent you put it, no matter how you look like in the face, it just is not reality that we're dealing with. You are just talking. Even if they clap hands for you, you are not dealing with reality. That's what I'm talking about here. Now, you are minister of, you are given a job, Minister of Police. What do? You've got to run the country, not KZN. You've got to reduce crime. You've got to reduce murders. You've got to reduce proliferation of arms throughout. You can't deal with it with one temporal task team based in KZN. You will never do it. No matter how you claim, no matter how many times you go to TV, you will never do it. If you continue to have a political killings task team, you are not recognizing the new work study and the new organogram. You are denying that there's a new organogram, there's a new work study that gave rise to the new organogram. And I don't want to be in denial. I am confirming that we've done that work and that the structure, I am able to face the nation and say, the organogram that we've designed should be able to enable us to develop capacity to face the challenges that are out there, requiring response, effective and efficient response from police. So that's the first reason. You now have capacity. We have done the work, we have processed together with everybody in the department, not alone. It is there in place. We just have to implement. General Masemola has signed the new organogram, and it now needs to be funded and implemented and rolled out. It caters even for the political killings, but no longer in KZN alone, all over the country. It is there, it is in place. I've demonstrated that. It has been discussed and adopted, not by me alone. Then we go to the next reason. The next reason is that when I assumed duties together with the deputy ministers, we got a number of people talking to us about various matters in the department. We were new coming in there. They would phone, they would WhatsApp, they would email. Others, in my case, they would ask for confidential meetings and so on. And I do state that in my affidavit. Now, these people, I mean, they would call you when you are in the car, they would call you wherever, and so on. But some of these people, like the ones that are included here, because they're in different categories, like Mary de Haas, for instance, she wrote extensively to us and then wrote to Parliament as well. And
so Minister, sorry. So your answer is it was discussed with, but Mkhwanazi wasn't in the meeting. Kumala, he wasn't in the meeting. Only General Masemola was in the meeting.
Senior Counsel, I've said, yes, there was this meeting. It was the way it was. And these statements were made in that meeting. I want to avoid talking as if I breached a particular law by not doing what you are talking about. I'm putting it as it happened that we had a meeting on the 1st. Now, I'm not hearing you saying, why didn't you have the 3 on the 1st and not this meeting? So I had this meeting, I'm telling it as it is. And then on the 22nd, that's all we did. Not a meeting dedicated, separate with General Kumalo, with General Mkhwanazi, and with General Masemola. No, not that way, that one.
Yeah, so it seems to me that this is all part of your orientation as a new minister since July 2024, and even by November 2024, you're discussing the organizational design and structure, and one of those issues that crops up or arises from those discussions is the political killings task team. As part of that discussion, that's the context of that discussion. What I asked you about is whether there was any dedicated, or as you like to say, focused discussion on the political killings task team. And from this minute, it doesn't appear to have been the case. And we don't have, unfortunately, the minute of the 24th of November.
Now, let me say 2 things. I've already said there was no focused discussion on the matter, but I want to elaborate on that and give you the more detail. 2, not as if there was a prescription that it had to happen and take a particular form. There's no law that says so. 3, I've already given, given what happened on the 1st and what happened later. But now, give me space to give you reasons why we disbanded. And some of the answers from your question, some of the answers you will get as I move on the matter.